building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear, my best friend. Isn't easy to show, with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told ya, it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing, my love. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. I keep my time in a pocket. I wanna find a new keeper. I like the way it's mysterious. I think I found my own way. Isn't easy to show, with the weight of the world on my my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing. My love, trying to hold my feeling. I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way. I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something.
Hello, welcome to Monday, people. Hope your Monday morning is going well, all things considered. How the hell are you? Hello, Banana Man, and hello, Dazubase on Twitch TV. Hello to everyone on Facebook. Unfortunately, I can't actually see your names, so you have anonymity. But I can see there are a few of you. And no doubt that number will increase, as it usually does. Hope you're all doing fantastically. Right, we're going to play this game, Bohemian Killing, which I played last time. Which is kind of a crazy game. We'll see how long it lasts. Whether it lasts or whatever. I think I was a bit too tired to play it last time because it requires you to organise things and stuff. But let's get on with it. Oh, this fucking problem, right? Is that it again? I remember it happening last time. It wouldn't pick up the display of the game for some reason. What the hell's happening here? Why you not display the game? Let's go for just a minute. I'm going to try and fix this. Right, it's now in a window. Is that now picking it up? Apparently not. I can see it there. It's not there. Oh! What do you like? Global game catcher. Properties. Select application. Let's try it this way. Bohemian Killing. Okay. Something to do, isn't it? Right, we're gonna have to go for monitor capture then. Finicky games, eh? Let me just make sure everything's okay with the. Sorry about this, folks. Right, back to the full screen. Right, let's play the game. We're going to continue. Just one moment.
Bienvenue, messieurs. We are all present, so we can begin. Monsieur Eaton, please continue your testimony from the moment you landed yesterday.
Music is loud as fuck. Right, okay. Oh shit, I pressed escape. Doesn't sound that loud, but I will turn it down. It's only on 20%. What the hell is wrong with this? Why are you so loud, music? Right, so we're basically, what we're doing is we're going through the events of the night of a murder here. We missed the intro there. So the murder weapon design, right, so we've got all these clues that we've got to somehow fit into our version of the events that happened that night. Plus the fact that when you actually get executed, if you fail to clear your name, if you know what I mean, there's all these mysterious letters that you are sent, which you can see in your cell. So you've got to try and find a version of events which clears your name, and we know that one of the things is that
I threw a coin.
What time is it?
Fountain of the hotel lobby.
It's 20 past 9. So we've got to book into this hotel at 25 past. I know that. I can remember that just about, I think. Yeah, 9:21:25, so 9:25. So let's have a look. It's a bit of an odd concept for a game, but I quite like it, to be honest. I'm covered in blood as well. Why am I covered in blood?
Later, I opened the door and walked out into the street.
That's what I did. I walked out into the streets.
Then I opened the gate.
This is my apartment over here. And apparently I rented out that hotel room even though I have an apartment just across the way. So it's 20 past now. Have we got time for a bath, I wonder?
I opened the door and entered my building.
But you're supposed to be giving like a courtroom testimony here. So we've got 7 minutes to get a bath to clear the blood off, because the guy doesn't mention me being covered in blood.
Then I used the stairs.
In the hotel.
I opened the door and entered my apartment.
The music still looks pretty loud, to be honest. Okay.
I used the stairs.
What are you downloading, Banana Man?
I opened the inner door.
Oh, the bathroom not here. What time is it now? It's not yet 20 past, so depending on how quickly your bath lasts, you could be in luck. I don't think his bathroom is up here though, I think it's downstairs.
I used the stairs.
Yeah, I know. Plus 5 minutes, that is, for a bath.
I took a bath and washed off the blood.
Oh shit! Now let's restart. Queue string of events. Save and quit to menu. Let's restart the whole game. Okay.
And at this time, I announce a break. Take the accused back into custody.
So let's play the game. We're gonna have a new game this time because we messed that one up. Right. Each lie can change the verdict for better or worse.
She should be here by now.
So this is the actual murder now we're gonna do. Press T to check the time.
Bien. So let's get started.
1 to draw your dagger. Why is there the thing I can't work out is why is there blood and stains on the carpet here? Because that doesn't really explain anything. It's a bit mysterious. You can skip dialogues by holding E. And the even more mysterious thing is that the guy who does the murder appears to be like a Korean guy. Not very 1900s. Paris. What, 1890s Paris. Left mouse button to kill her. Oh, look at her screaming there. The animation is just so perfect. Da da da.
Monsieur
Those
Eaton.
birds are so realistic.
Monsieur Eaton.
Monsieur Eaton. Oh shit, you know what I've just realised as well? I've misnamed the video. Let me just edit this post. I'm just gonna have to edit this. It says City Skylines. I was gonna play City Skylines earlier on. Let's just plays. Right, we've got a Bohemian killing now. Saved as the title of the video, I think. That's good. Can't be a bad thing. Right. What's up with my PC now?
Monsieur
Right,
Eaton, I'm talking to you. I'm sorry, Monsieur le Président. I was thinking. Do you understand the indictment? Sorry, but I have to ask the prosecutor to repeat. Monsieur Eaton, do you consider it to be a joke? You're charged with a serious crime. Please stay focused. Monsieur Prosecutor, please continue.
As I said, I accuse Alfred Eaton of murdering Marie Capet on the 17th of October 1894 in Paris. That day, Alfred Eaton was at the theatrical premiere of Prométhée, Vol du Feu, which took place at Opéra Garnier. As it is apparent from the testimony of witnesses, the accused left at about 8:30 p.m., before the end of the banquet. At about 9:25 p.m., he rented a room in his name at the Caucasus Hotel.
So
which
that's
is
what we were
adjacent
failing to do
the
there.
building in which he lives. It was in that room that approximately at 11:16 p.m. Marie Capet was murdered. Next, the accused returned to his house, and at about 10:05 p.m. he entered his apartment in the company of Marie Capet, or let her in. It results from the fingerprint analysis. It did not show the victim's fingerprints on the outer side of the door, only on the inner. Alfred Eaton, by means of deception or threats, led the victim to his secret workshop, which is located on the first floor of his apartment. The police report did not indicate any signs of struggle or resistance. The accused probably wanted to test on Marie Capet the prototype of a torture machine of his construction, which was in the room along with medical tools and manuals of torture. When Marie Capet realized what the accused intended to do, she grabbed a metal rod lying in the room and hit the accused on the head, which caused a real threat to his life and, according to doctors, may have caused unconsciousness.
So self-defense as much as anything,
The
surely.
fingerprints of Marie Capet's left hand were found on the rod, as well as Alfred Eaton's traces of blood. Traces of blood were also found on the floor of that room. At the time of his arrest, the accused had an extensive wound on his head, as confirmed by medical examination. Seizing the opportunity, Marie Capet fled from the apartment. She was stressed and in a hurry. This was confirmed by her numerous fingerprints secured on the inside of the door of the apartment of the accused. Then, Marie Capet ran into a nearby hotel, the Caucasus. It was the same hotel in which the accused rented a room. As it appears from the testimony of the clerk, Marie Capet was extremely stressed, repeating the word doctor and police. Probably she wanted to call for help. When the clerk went to get some water to calm Marie Capet, she disappeared. The next day, on the 18th of October, about 8:32 a.m., a maid found her body in a room rented by Alfred Eaton. It was covered with numerous fingerprints of the victim and of the accused, and had traces of the victim's blood. The immediate cause of death was a severe blow to the abdomen in the liver area, with a blade of about 14 centimeters length. The murder weapon, constructed by the accused, was secured in his apartment. Marie Capet's unwashed blood stains were still present on it, as well as the fingerprints of the accused. The accused is also charged by the testimony of one of the neighbors, who passed the accused at the front door of the building in which they both lived at about 11:30 p.m. The witness testified that the clothing of the accused was stained with blood. Unfortunately, the said clothes were not found.
We know how to get our
At the time
clothes stained
of
with
committing
blood.
the alleged crime, the accused was sane, which means he acted consciously. For committed crimes, the accused shall be liable to life imprisonment or the death penalty.
Has the accused finally understood the indictment?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Does the accused plead guilty to the charges against him?
Non, Monsieur le Président.
Does the accused want to provide explanations?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Monsieur le Président, could I ask you for some conversation time with my client?
Of course. I just wish it would not take too much time. We've already wasted too much of it.
Monsieur Eaton, please note that you can look through evidence at any moment. It is available by pressing tab. I will show the defense evidence to the court at the time of your uncovering during the testimony. It might surprise the prosecutor. If necessary, you can recall the string of events according to the prosecution by pressing the Q key. Will
Drop
you
the
need my
soap.
help during testimony? I will give you my advice and remind you of important facts and events.
Yes.
We are ready, Monsieur le Président.
Then let's get started. Monsieur Eaton, what were you doing on October 17th, 1894, from 8 to 12 p.m.?
There was a theatrical premiere of Prométhée that day, which was sponsored by Le Feu, in which I am the lead designer. Starting at 7 p.m., I was at the premiere at the Opéra Garnier. Around 8:30 p.m.
Oh shit, just a minute. My alarm clock's just gone off. I don't know why it's set for 10:22, but apparently it is. Just gonna go and switch it off. Back in a second, folks.
Starting at 7 p.m., I was at the premiere at the Opéra Garnier. Around 8:30 p.m., after the play, I found that I did not want to attend the dull banquet, and instead I preferred to work. I said goodbye to Hugo Argent, president of Le Feu, and I drove home. I got there at about 9 p.m.
Blimey, I've just realised you couldn't hear what I was saying. The BRB, I was talking about the lag on the BRB screen, but it is pretty bad because it's actually, all those videos there are actually separate videos. They're not, that's not one big video. There's a background video with the jellyfish, and each of the gameplay videos is a separate video, and they're all being, I don't know why it's suddenly okay. It's not lagging anymore. But yeah, that's all been animated in real time. The rotation of the text and the videos themselves and everything. So it takes a lot of CPU and GPU to do. Right, so we're back now. We've just come out of the thing. Now if we go in here, we get beaten up by the locals, which is a good way of us getting blood on our clothes for later.
Later, I wanted to start the car and go for a ride, but it ran out of fuel. From l'Opéra Garnier, I already returned on fumes. For a moment, I admired the charming I do not recall that part.
So that means we can't go out there. So this is the hotel
Then, I opened
that we're supposed to have logged into at 9:30, so we've got half an hour to kill. Is there anything else that I can look at?
For a moment, I do not recall that part.
Alright. I suppose we can go back in here.
Entered the building where my apartment is.
So it'd be far better with my BRB screen if I had a
I opened the elevator grate.
I had a separate streaming PC, but never mind.
I opened the elevator grate. I opened the door and entered my apartment. I tried to play something on the piano. I must add that I cannot play, and then I opened the door. I checked if the tableware needed any cleaning.
What, it needed cleaning, as in it was stuck in.
I opened the inner door.
He'd leftovers.
I ate the leftovers from my lunch and drank some wine.
Oh, it's cheesy, blurred vision style drunkenness. Cook 10 minutes. Mm.
Then I opened the inner door.
Good job, Bob. You got this easy. I've got a clue what I'm supposed to be doing, other than the fact I've got to go and sign on at that place into their hotel at 9:25. Got 20 minutes left, guys. We're okay.
Then I opened the inner door.
Ba ba boom ba ba boom ba ba. Change my clothes. Work on your invention plus 30 minutes. I don't think so. Make a call plus 5 minutes. We could do that.
I spent a few minutes talking on the phone.
Who did you call?
It has nothing to do with the case, Monsieur le Président.
Well, please
All right.
continue.
I checked the elements of my cleaning machine, assessing what remained to be done.
Ten past. Change clothes might also,
The stairs.
if you like covered in blood, they might actually cover you up a bit or something. Shave 5 minutes.
I cut myself while shaving. My body was stained with blood.
Oh. Well, that's not what we wanted, I don't think. I can't freaking well. Just a minute. Let's change clothes up here then, see if that changes, gets rid of the blood.
I used the stairs.
Massive gushing amounts of blood that seem to be covering us from our shaving accident.
I changed into clean clothes.
Ah, there we go. Clean clothes magically gets rid of the amounts of the pools of blood lying around us. What time is it? Oh, it's getting to 1:15. It's called a Bohemian killing. What you've got to do is you've got to you've been accused of murder, right? And this is your version of events that you're living through now.
I opened the door and walked out into the stairwell.
So depending on the story that you construct in this part of the game, it depends whether you live or die
Then I opened the elevator grate.
in the courtroom.
Elevator to the ground.
So you're actually in a courtroom when you're telling this story.
Then I opened the elevator grate.
You can buy eggs, fried eggs, and cheese.
Then I turned on. Then I opened the door. I noticed some muck on the floor of the corridor, and I silently cursed the rabble with which I have to share my building.
Do you usually have a similar attitude to other people? Do you believe you are better than others?
If others treat me like trash just because of my gypsy origin, I do not intend to remain silent.
Do you often meet with racist-based reluctance towards you?
Too often. Especially since I've become famous. In the eyes of all these fallen lords, I'm a nouveau riche. The poor think I'm a gypsy fraud and a thief.
Did you feel hatred towards those people?
I did. However, I certainly wouldn't kill anyone.
I think so, yeah.
They were not worth it.
Please return to your testimony. You noticed some garbage, and what happened next?
The judges in France, though, the legal system's different to the US and the UK. Whereas I think the judges actually investigate crimes and prosecute them, rather than just being a judge. I don't know the exact details. Oh. Oh, we've got to go in here, isn't it? So we've got to book in a room here at 9:25. That's the official version of events, and we've got to get everything we do to fit in with those official version of events. So it's just past 20 past here. Let's throw a coin. Oh, there's the concierge guy, whatever his name is.
I opened the door to the phone room.
Make a call 10 minutes. What time is it? No, we've only got about 5 minutes left.
I looked through an advertisement of a company offering blimp tours over Paris. I looked at the poster of the play Prométhée, sponsored by Le Feu Compagnie. It was the exact premiere where I had spent the evening. Next, I wanted to open the door to the restaurant, but it was closed because of the late hour.
It's nearly 20 past. Should we go shopping? Thinking of being French, let's buy some cheese.
Then I bought something from the vending machine.
Is there nothing that'll advance it by just a few minutes? 20 past.
Next, I threw a few francs to the fountain in the hotel. Later, I opened the door and walked out into the street.
Come on, time pass.
The nearby hotel, Caucasus. opened the inner door.
It looks static, doesn't it? See what this guy's clock is set to. He hasn't got a clock.
Next, I threw a few francs to the fountain in the hotel.
Looks like it stopped there. It's showing 3 o'clock.
Then I looked through leaflets offering blimp tours over Paris. I noticed an advertisement for a play sponsored by my company. The premiere had... I looked through the inner window into the phone room.
Come on! Blimey, it's taking forever. A watched watch never ticks.
I opened the door and walked out into the street. I opened the gate. For a moment, I admired the charming streets of Montmartre.
What's this place here? We haven't looked in here.
I knocked, but no one answered. Later, I wanted to start the... For a moment, I admired the charms of Montmartre.
Can you not sit down?
I read cultural announcements. I looked at slogans written by the rabble. And for a moment, I admired the charm. I do not recall that.
Oh, we're almost there. Let's go.
I opened the door and walked into the Caucasus Hotel. Later, I glanced into the phone room through one of the inner windows. Then, I opened the elevator grate.
Do you think that's close enough?
I opened the elevator grate. Then, I took the elevator to the second floor. Later, I took the elevator to the ground floor. I opened the elevator grate.
Right, let's go and sign in.
I wanted to rent a room in a hotel, but the clerk said that a room had already been rented in my name.
Okay.
It's on the top floor and gave me a spare key.
Monsieur Eaton, do you claim that you did not rent that room?
Oui, Monsieur le Président. But I knew it could not be a coincidence. The name Ethan is not that common.
So you tried to learn more from the clerk?
Yes, however, he hid behind his professional secrecy. I knew he wouldn't tell me a thing.
I do not understand one more thing. You live next to the hotel, so why did you want to rent a room there?
Sometimes I meet up with some girls of the Moulin Rouge, and due to my reputation, I prefer not to do it in my apartment.
Did you meet Marie Capet face to face?
No, Monsieur le Président, never.
I understand. Please continue.
Okay. So what's the next series of events? So 9:25, 22:05. Heuse entered his apartment in company of. Right. So.
Then I opened the elevator grate. I took the elevator to the second floor. I opened the elevator grate.
I'm kind of assuming. I don't know why I'm assuming that our apartments can be on the top floor, but in a game sense, it kind of makes sense.
I opened the inner door.
This does look like the.
Later, I entered the room. Then I read cultural announcements.
We'll drink some champagne. Plus 10 hours, the end of testimony. Shave.
I went out into the corridor. I tried to open the door to the hotel room, but it was closed.
Why did you try to open the door to someone else's room?
Honestly, I do not know, Monsieur le Président. I guess I was just curious if it would be opened.
Well, please continue your testimony.
I opened the inner door.
So let's just have a look at.
I examined the historic tableware.
The series of events that we've got here. So we've got that. She ran to the nearby hotel. Right, so in other words, what I've got to do here then is, right, so what about if I avoid my apartment entirely until 23:30, and then I can, at 23:30, so long as I'm covered in blood, that will cover me for anything. I've got to get changed. I've then got to get changed, and so 23:30 I get covered in blood, then I get changed and throw the clothes out. And we've got to get the what's it called? We've got to. The woman realised what the accused intended to do. She grabbed a metal rod So supporting evidence for that. So we've got to fix something around the metal rod nonsense, yeah? So, police expertise, police report, torture machine documentation, history of torture book, metal rod, and medical expertise. So, metal rod found it. Probably partisan. Oh, trace of blood belonging to the accused. So we've got to handle that. Metal rod. Police report, victim was found in the room, blah blah blah. Maybe what we should do this time is just go through the standard version of events and then see how that plays out. So so we'll go back to our apartment. Seems the only way we can get down is with the lift.
I opened the elevator grate.
I wonder if there's anything on the first floor.
Then I opened the elevator grate.
Newspaper we don't want. We don't open doors.
For a moment, I admired the paintings of Paris. I opened the elevator grate. Later, I took the elevator to the ground floor. Then, I opened the elevator grate.
Is the restaurant open?
Next, I wanted to
Still not open.
door and walked out into the street. I opened the gate. For a moment, I admired the child. I opened the door and entered my building.
Oh my god, I'm so tired today. We did a motorbike ride yesterday, covered in bruises and scratches, and covered in so much mud last night.
Then I
And you
opened
got in.
the elevator grate. Then I took the elevator to the second
Hmm. Bit lost, to be honest. I've never played a game like this, so it's difficult to know what to do.
elevator grate. I checked the light switch to see if it was already repaired, but it's still. I opened the door and entered my apartment.
Right, so what time is it now? So we've got about 20 minutes to waste. Where's my secret workshop? Ah.
I opened the elevator grate.
So if we go here, we get blood.
I cut myself while shaving. I opened the elevator grate. I used my
Go to the basement. We're on the second floor. How can we go to the basement?
I opened the elevator grate.
Okay. It's razor blades, they're just deadly.
I took the bracelet to my apartment.
I think it is just, it is blood.
Boxes with parts from the basement.
We didn't see anything we could pick up down there though, did we?
Then I opened the elevator grate.
There's a workshop up here.
I used the stairs.
So where's the stupid rod? Metal rod.
While I listened to music on the gramophone.
That, the watch is a bit misleading because that looks like 10 to 9, but in fact it's 10 to 10. Well, I can invention a better shaving kit. Probably. Or maybe a less effective shaving kit. One that doesn't shave off half your face.
I examined my new invention's prototype and considered what else should be done. I used the stairs.
So we've got a basement there.
For a moment, I admired the new sculptures that I had recently ordered.
They look remarkably like the ones outside.
Then I opened the door.
Oh.
I put my groceries into the cabinet in the kitchen.
Haven't we already eaten leftovers, or was that another?
Then I ate some leftover oysters with a few caviar tarts from my lunch. I also drank some good wine.
Cook 10 minutes, that's going to take us to 10:05.
I was cooking dinner for the next day. I heard someone knocking at the door. I opened it, and there she was, Marie Capet. She saw my condition, and it apparently got her upset, but I assured her that everything was in order. I invited Marie Capet inside. She said she remembered me from school and was curious how things turned out for me. She had been recently hired as a maid by my neighbor, Monsieur Brissot. I showed her my apartment, my designs and inventions. She was delighted. So I thought maybe she would be interested in my interrogation machine. I took her to my private workshop.
Oh good lord. There is a private workshop then, as well as the workshop that we were talking about before.
The safe to check if my most important invention designs were still there.
Oh shit!
Goodbye to Madame Capet and closed the
Fuck
door.
that.
Monsieur Eaton, Why did you make Madame Capet leave your apartment?
I had a lot of work, Monsieur President, and I try not to
Hello,
invite
Shinigami.
single women to my apartment. I have to take care of my reputation.
I understand. Please continue.
It's not really narrated. It's more... Now, where is the secret workshop, though? Because we don't know.
Then I opened the door.
What's happening is that you're...
Hanging on the wall. I opened the inner door.
You're in court, accused of a murder. And you have to...
Stairs.
You're telling them what happened the night before. So your actions here decide what actually happened. So we've got this workshop here, but this is not the same workshop, is it? I wonder if it's down in the basement. Look basemental. Basementory.
I opened
Oh!
a hidden door behind my bookcase, leading to my second workshop.
Right, let's have a look
Can you
here then.
Explain to the court why you have a hidden workshop.
I work there on my secret projects that I create independently of
That woman who was just here we killed. Apparently. Oh, I
read
meant...
for a while about the history of torture.
Are you interested in this subject?
It is not about hurting someone, but to use pain as one of the methods to convince someone to testify.
Do you think it is acceptable to inflict pain during the interrogation?
In extreme cases, yes, but my device is not inflicting it. And the prosecutor naming my device the torture machine only shows his deep ignorance on that subject.
Order, please. And I admonish the accused to make no offense to any of the participants of this trial. Please, return to your testimony.
So let's have a look around here a bit more.
I
Turn on the
turned
machine.
my prototype machine to interrogate prisoners. I turned off my prototype machine to interrogate prisoners. I checked if the designs of my most important invention were still in place.
Please tell the court which invention these designs are related to.
No, it is classified information, Monsieur President.
Good. Please continue.
Good. Please continue. Yes, okay, that's alright. We're just the law. You can deny to tell... Oh,
I
pick up the
a
dagger.
mechanical dagger lying on the desk.
Why do you need a weapon, Monsieur Eaton?
I wear it to ensure my safety.
Do you feel unsafe?
I am a wealthy gypsy. At least 1/3 of the population of this city wants me dead.
I understand. Please continue.
Oh, it's blocking the subtitles, is it? Stupid subtitles. What can I do to change that? Move it up there, I suppose. For now. How does that look? Does that look okay? Oh, just a minute, I've just realised I've not moved anything, I've only moved the background. Tell you what, I'll put it back where it was. But we'll get rid of that. Oh, you know what we'll do? we'll just go into the normal full screen thing. So we'll put that back, turn that off, put that on. Actually, that one works there. That one will work, I think. Just gonna make it so that. There we go. There we go, that should work. So check that out, check that out. We check this out. We read the book and all that did. Oh, pick up my journal.
In which I described the construction process of my interrogation machine was on my desk. Monsieur le Président, this is the evidence marked with number 3. It clearly shows that my client had only his best intentions during the construction of his interrogation device. According to his plan, it would be forwarded to the prosecutor's office and law enforcement agencies in order to improve the effectiveness of interrogation. My client also wrote that the first test of the machine would be conducted under the supervision of the Ministère de la Justice.
Thank you, Councillor. The accused may return to his testimony.
Elizabeth Znick, thanks for the subscription on YouTube there. Right, so we've read that, and that gives us a bonus point, saying that we're good guys, really. Oh, that's the bar, isn't it? That's the metal bar. We've got to be seen outside covered in blood at 11:30, haven't we? Well, we can leave her to it. We'll just leave her to it. 22:45. Oh, so she's not going to leave until 22:45. So 23:30. We've got to be outside. So we've got about an hour.
I opened the inner door.
Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and get beaten up in the local bar.
Then I used the stairs. I opened the door and walked out into the stairwell. Then I opened the elevator grate. Later, I took the elevator to the ground floor.
I don't think it's probably a very long game. It's just a very confusing game. You know, it's the sort of game that when you do the final solution, it will take you 10 minutes to do.
I opened the elevator. I opened the inner door. I opened the door and walked out into the street. Then I read cultural announcements. I entered the Café de Paris cafeteria. I wanted to drink some good wine and eat a piece of cheese. A group of
As all French people do.
rabble tried to throw me out, screaming that there was no room for gypsy thieves. They beat me and threw me into the street. I was all covered in blood.
Did you report this fact to police officers?
No, Monsieur le Président. I decided that it was not worth losing my time.
And why is that?
A second of my work is more important than the lifetime of each and every one of those plebeians. Besides, if I had reported it, I would have done them a favor.
What do you mean, Monsieur Eaton?
In jail, they would have had better living conditions than those holes that they call houses.
I understand. Please return to your testimony.
So we've still got an hour to go, roughly. Can I go back in here? No. I've been beaten up there. We don't want to go back in there. Let's go back into the... Let's waste a load of time in the apartment.
I opened the door and entered my building. Then I opened the door. I decided to use the stairs instead of the elevator.
I just thought the neighbour, you can go and speak to the neighbour, so I wonder if that's a suitable tactic you can use to mislead people.
I opened the inner door.
Where were the time wasting devices?
I opened
There's a book here we can use, isn't there? Nope.
Then I ate some leftover oysters.
Oh, we can do some cooking for 10 minutes.
tarts from my lunch. Later, I took to cooking dinner.
I'm still drunk 10 minutes later, which wouldn't have happened if we... Right, so what's the next? Right, 23:30.
I was cooking dinner for the next day. Later, I took to cooking dinner for the next day. Later, I took to cooking dinner for the next day. Later, I took to cooking dinner for the next day. Then I opened the door. I opened the door and walked out into the stairwell.
I do a lot of cooking. I'm, you know, we are French. We live to cook. We cook to live. C'est bien. Oh, let's switch this light.
I checked the light switch to see if it was already... I decided to use the stairs. Then I opened the door. I opened the door and walked out into the street.
That is true. We could have worked on our invention. That is very true. Damn it, I've still got like minutes to go.
I opened the gate. I opened the door and walked into the Caucasus Hotel.
Actually, let's not go in there. Oh. Defense evidence number 11.
I've just received an urgent package from the Procureur de la République containing new evidence in the case. I ask both the parties to get acquainted with it. It is a letter from the attorney's office from 1 week before the murder, which calls Alfred Eaton in attendance to forward the designs of the invention which he has constructed in secret from Le Feu Company. The firm acted on behalf of the president of the company, Hugo Argent. Monsieur Eaton, have you received the letter?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
When did you receive it?
I don't remember exactly, but probably on the 10th of October.
So, exactly 1 week before the murder.
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Which designs are mentioned in this letter?
Designs of my secret invention on which I was working in my free time. It has no connection with Le Feu.
Therefore, why did the firm send you this letter on behalf of Hugo Argent?
Hugo must have guessed what great potential my invention had, and how profitable it could be.
Did you keep your designs in your apartment?
Oui, Monsieur le Président, in the safe, in my secret workshop.
Due to the new circumstances which may be relevant to the case, I order rehearing of Hugo Argent. Please summon the witness. And at this time I announce a break. The next court session will be held tomorrow at the same time.
Okay. In certain parts of the game, the screen becomes black and white. It happens when the judge is standing next to you, you unlock new evidence, or you leave the area of the current testimony. Right, so we've made it to day 2. A letter from the parents. Sheriff, and I'm quite sure you did not do it. You couldn't have. We love you and we are waiting.
We love you, and we are waiting for you at home. Please leave this cursed Paris and return to your home parts. Mama and Papa.
My home parts.
Yes. Papa asks you not to mention the Hotel Caspo. Apparently you know what that means.
Oh.
You can be sure that you will take responsibility for what you have done to our daughter. You will be beheaded, and even neither your millions nor your connections will be able to help you. Is the stolen money not enough? Is your wrongdoing to all these poor people not enough? You had to tear everything away from us, including our only daughter. Death to the rich. Vive la nouvelle révolution. Mon cher ami, I am in a deep regret that you had to stand before the court accused of such a terrible deed. I assure you that I deeply believe in your innocence and will do my best so that you can continue to work for the glory of Le Feu and toute la France. Cordialement, Hugo Argent.
Okay, whatever.
Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is already in waiting.
Defense number 12. Defense evidence number 12.
We are all present, so we can begin. To begin with, I inform you that Hugo Argent submitted further clarifications on the letter from the attorney's office discussed yesterday. His testimony has been attached to the evidence. Monsieur Eaton, please continue your testimony from the moment you've ended yesterday.
So, let's metal rod, Alfred Eaton's dagger. I've got to explain how that got into the hotel room, haven't we? So we've got to put our dagger, we've got to put the dagger in the hotel room. You know what, I'm going to have to start taking notes here, I think. Let me just go and grab a pen about the things we've got to do. Back in a sec. So right, so we've got to get the dagger into the room, right? Which we haven't done. In fact, we've gone past the time now, because so dagger into the room before 23:05. Oh, I can't escape here now, apparently. This is where I'm stuck now. Can I call the lift? Doesn't appear I can do anything.
I opened the inner door.
Ah, suddenly that was a bug, I think. That meant I couldn't do anything there.
I tried to open the door to the restaurant, but it was closed because of the late hour. Then I opened the elevator grate. I took the elevator to the second floor.
So yeah, so we're kind of running against the both the clock and everything here.
I opened the elevator grate. Then I opened the door.
So there's all blood all over
I
here.
opened the door and entered the room. As I walked in, Madame Capet was standing in the center of the room. She was furious. She started to yell at me, saying that she couldn't rob me according to the agreement and that she was supposed to get paid for this. She started to insult me, calling me a dirty gypsy, a thief, and a fraud. She came with her fists at me and I shoved her off instinctively.
Okay. Kill the woman in self-defense.
And everything indicated that she might attack me. I pulled out a knife just to scare her off, but she threw herself again at me, so I stabbed her in the abdomen. She slipped on the floor. I was in shock. I did not know what to do.
So, you admit that you killed Marie Capet?
Oui, Monsieur le Président. However, I must say that it was in self-defense.
Please continue your testimony.
I don't understand why she was attacking me, really. So can we now leave? Let's flee the air. Oh, let's see what's up with her. Wasn't the dagger found here?
I left the room.
Just a minute, can I actually drop that?
Later, I entered the room.
Violence, death occurred, lives now delivered, medical expertise, psychiatric expertise. Police report. Alright, okay, so it was found in my apartment rather
I
than
left the room.
anywhere else. Let's quickly get downstairs if we can.
I opened the door. Then I opened the elevator grate. Later, I took the elevator to the ground floor.
I remember going to Paris when I was a kid and we still had a paternoster elevator. Crazy thing.
I opened the elevator grate.
By the paternoster, it's just like a conveyor belt, but
I
vertical.
opened the door and walked out into the
So you have a constant stream of elevator cars going up and down,
I opened
which people can step onto at any point. Right, here's... What time is it? Have I missed? No, I think we can be okay here. But somehow we did all that within about 2 minutes. Come on, neighbor.
For a moment, I admired the charms of Montmartre. I do not recall that one.
Just to get freshly beaten up.
I entered the Café de Paris cafeteria. I wanted to drink some good wine and eat a piece of cheese. A group of Parisian rabble tried to throw me out, screaming that there was no room for gypsy thieves. They beat me and threw me into the street. I was all covered in blood.
Monsieur Eaton, why did you walk into the same cafe where you had previously been attacked?
I was hoping that this or similar rabble wouldn't be anymore, and I would be able to
He's the cafe across the road from where he lives, and he doesn't know not to go in there. And all that happened in about a minute.
I tried to start the car, but it ran out of fuel. I already returned from l'Opéra Garnier on fumes, and there was no way to go anywhere else.
Oh, come on, neighbor guy. Is time static here or something? It's going backwards, I'm sure. Tick tock, tick tock. Talk amongst yourselves, people. Anyone, so what are people's plans for the week? Anyone on holiday here? Or vacation? Oh, just a minute, I've got some messages on my Facebook. What's happening? boozing apparently tonight. Got some friends meeting up for booze. Here's a picture of me. I look so scruffy. Man, I didn't have a shave or anything yesterday. Here you go. Here's a picture of me. Summer break. Here's a picture of me after my mountain bike ride yesterday. Slightly covered in mud. Oh, it's coming up to past. What did it actually say? It was a great ride yesterday, actually. It's quite a tough ride, even though it's really only... Well, it's about 18 miles altogether, I think. But half of it is really easy. It's just like a flat path, almost a flat track, going out to the end of the... I know, that's what I was saying. I didn't shave yesterday. I got halfway through shaving, but then I got distracted because I actually had a beard before I did that, and I got my clippers out and I clipped the beard off. But then I had a phone call from my brother, and then other shit happened. So people kept messaging me on Facebook, and I got a couple of texts, and before I knew it, I just had no time left, and I just had to run. So I went having half shaved. Oh dear. Let me just show you the... This is the... let's show you this then. Sorry for anyone who's watching on Facebook. You'll have to go to Twitch TV to see this nonsense. Get these links. Or to... to YouTube or anywhere other than Facebook, basically. Oh, I have to tell you what, I could post them on Facebook. This is the... I'll post this on Facebook underneath the video. If I can. Is there any way I could do that? I'm just trying to think. An easy way I could do that, rather. I don't know if there is. I just realised I'm on different... Just a minute, let's have a look here. What's that there? That's that nonsense, we don't need that. Alright, that's logged in on there, that's quite good then. So yes, I can do this then. Let me just go do paste there. So that picture there is... Did I post that one on? Yeah, that second picture, what that is that you go along this really straight path to, and it's basically an old abandoned railway line, and that there is the train station that used to be at the end of the railway line, and then there used to be a tunnel which went through the hills all over the place. Taking railways everywhere, and that's what that picture shows. But if you look at that picture, you can see at the top there is a track going over the top of the hill, and that's where we cycle up to, and then you go, basically you go right to the top of that hill. You can't see where you go. Or you, yeah, you do, you go by the side of the top of that hill. There's another hill behind it which you don't go up, but then from there there's a nice bit of downhill, lots of bouncing about and rocks and things like that, and rocky terrain. And after that, when you get to the bottom of that, it's what they call single track, which is very narrow paths. In fact, one of my friends has got one of these fat bike things, and he had problems with the single track because his tyres kept getting wedged in the path. They were so narrow. But there you go. Yeah, Hobbits. That's it. Yeah, it's a Hobbits place. But that used to be a railway line, and it now contains the power lines that go across the middle of the UK. That's one of the valley looks quite picturesque, but the bad thing about it is there's pylons all the way down it. But yes, it was, I was completely covered in mud. My face was probably the least muddy part of me. My backpack is still yet to be washed and is still covered in mud. There you go, back to this game then. In the front of the door of the building in which they both lived, right, so it is in the building we've got to go to. So are we on half past yet? Right, we're on half past. We're in front of the door of the building where we both live. Come on, buddy, where are you? What?
I opened the door and entered the building where my apartment is. In the hallway, I passed the neighbor who was coming out of the building. He pointed out the traces of the victim's blood on my clothes, but I was too nervous to care. I opened the inner door. I opened the elevator grate. I took the elevator to the second floor. Then I opened the elevator grate. I opened the door and entered my apartment.
We've got to get changed.
Then I opened the door.
Where's the... Oh, they're up in the bedroom, aren't they?
Then I used the stairs. Then I opened the door. Then I changed into some clean clothes.
Let's go and work on my invention, I think. We haven't done that all night.
I worked on my new invention for... I was tired after the banquet, so I immediately went to sleep. I was even too tired to undress.
Is it all you want to testify, Monsieur Eaton?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
And so I close the hearing. It is time to present your positions.
Monsieur le Président, the accused tried to trick himself off the responsibility. He used cunning rhetoric, trying to hide more and more of his new lies. However, in view of the evidence presented by the prosecutor, I have no doubt that Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, murdered Marie Capet in cold blood. Please, let the High Court not be deceived by his tearful stories about a poor gypsy from the country who gained his success with hard work, and which Marie Capet so cleverly tried to destroy. It was the accused who destroyed the life of a poor girl and her family with full premeditation. And what did that poor girl do to deserve such cruel fate? She was searching for a better life, and was employed as a maid in the same building in which a dangerous psychopath lived.
According to the prosecution, the accused is guilty, Monsieur le Président. Therefore, I apply for recognition of Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, guilty of all charges against him, and for imposition of the death penalty by beheading on the guillotine. Thank you. Monsieur le Président, Monsieur Prosecutor used a lot of high-flown words. However,
Don't they have
during
juries,
the preparation
France?
of the indictment, he made many mistakes. As to the hotel room, my client had rented the room in the Caucasus Hotel on the night of the murder. However, as he testified, he had planned a meeting with a prostitute, not to murder Marie Capet. As to the alleged attempt to use the torture device on the victim, my client did not intend to use his interrogation device, which the prosecutor describes as a torture machine, neither on Marie Capet nor on anyone else. The journal of Alfred Eaton clearly proves it, where he writes that he does not intend to use his device against honest, innocent people. It is important to emphasize the relationship of Marie Capet and my client. According to the testimony of the victim's parents, she felt a deep resentment and contempt, both for my customer and for his work and success. As to the meeting with Marie Capet in his apartment, indeed, Marie Capet came to visit my client in his apartment. However, he did not let her in. We do not know where Madame Capet's fingerprints from inside of that apartment came from. As for the murder, as my client testified, he killed Marie Capet. However, what is important, my client acted in self-defense.
I did let him in there. I did let her in though. She came in. She was in the workshop and everything.
Alfred Eaton is not guilty of killing Madame Capet. As for the testimony of the neighbor who saw Alfred Eaton entering the building covered in blood, my client had fully confirmed the witness's testimony. Thank you, Monsieur le Président. Your father and I are praying for you, and we believe that the court will be merciful. Maman et Papa. Postscriptum. Papa is sorry that it did not work as he had planned. Cher fils, your father and I are quite sure that you did not do it. You couldn't have. We love you, and we are waiting for you at home. Please, leave this cursed Paris and return to your home.
Your home parts.
I am in a deep regret that you had to stand before the court accused of such a terrible...
We've already read that one. We've already read that one.
Monsieur Eaton, the French Gypsy Association wishes to send you support and condolences for the persecution caused by your gypsy origin. We are aware that it was the main cause of your indictment. We offer you a safe haven if you decide to leave the prison in less official way. One of our persecuted members, who had also been imprisoned in the prison de la Santé, mentions the decayed walls in most of the cells. Maybe you could use this information. Signed, X.
The decay of the walls. Go to sleep.
Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is ready to announce the verdict.
The verdict.
The verdict on behalf of the République Française. The court, as present, hereby finds that Alfred Eaton, accused of murdering Marie Capet, is guilty of the charges against him, and sentences the accused to the death penalty by beheading on the guillotine.
But that's because of a bug. She was in my place.
The next day.
I suppose it was also because I meant to click to close the 0 judges confidence gained. Obvious lie isn't covered by the court. Discovered game ending 7 out of 8. I don't know. Does it? Shall I change games? It's an interesting game, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just shit at these games. That's the same ending as I got last time. Finn. Should we have a look at a different game? Let's have a look at a different game, maybe. Let's see what games I've got we could play. Might have a go at some City Skylines. Or Everspace even. Oh, it's a while since I played Flame in the Flood. I haven't finished that either. Yeah, let's go with some City Skylines. We're going to go for some City Skylines, folks. So I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back afterwards. The stream may stop and restart. If it does, just wondering if there's any way to... Yeah, if it does, you'll have to refresh. The stream stops. I shall see you on the other side. Facebook users, I think the video's probably going to stop, and then I'm going to... There's going to be a new live stream is going to start. So you can either go to Twitch TV or YouTube. Don't forget to like my page. There's also 2 giveaways on my Facebook page. You don't have to be on Facebook to enter them, but check those out. One for 14 adventure games, I think. The other for 15 indie games. And yeah, plenty of other stuff. But I think now I'm going to play some more City Skylines. Right, I shall see you back in a bit. tell you what, I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to stop the stream. It'll restart in a couple of minutes though. Rather than doing this, it just makes the breaks in the video cleaner so that when we get a new video, I get a completely new video with the new content on. Right, okay, I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Watch out for the live stream starting again. Like my page if you want a notification when I go live again. And I'll see you again.